If you're coming to Tayrona National Park in Colombia, you have to go tubing down Guachaca River. We booked this day tour through Journey Hostel where we're staying, and the tour started at 8:30 a.m. We met our guide, who is a local that grew up in Tayrona, and hopped on a local bus to the river where we picked up our rubber rings and hiked for 45 minutes to the start of where we'd be tubing from. Along the way, our guide told us about his childhood here, including the time that he found fragments of treasures from ancient civilizations. We dropped off our rubber rings and then began the steep hike to the Saltillo waterfall. Our guide told us it was 20 minutes, but it ended up taking more than double that with how hot and sweaty it was. We saw cacao, pineapples, and tatuma fruit along the way. We finally arrived at Saltillo waterfall, which our guide actually discovered himself as a child and has since carved out the steps to be able to share it with lucky folks like us. The waterfall was a perfect place to cool down and chill after a sweaty few hours of walking, so we all stripped off and jumped in, some quite literally. After walking back, which was much more pleasant thanks to the downhill, and enjoying a refreshing ice lolly. What does everyone call these, by the way? Grant says ice pole. How weird is that? We picked up our rubber rings and headed to the river. Dry bags were also provided, which was so handy for all of our valuables. We floated along the river for the next 50 minutes and it was brilliant. Honestly, this was one of my favourite experiences of our trip so far. It was just so peaceful floating along in the stunning scenery, but equally hilarious as everyone got stuck or separated and our guide ran around herding us like cows. We even enjoyed a few cervezas along the way and witnessed a miracle before our own eyes as one of the girls dropped their phone and our guide dived straight in and managed to find it. We never wanted the tubing to end, and I will be using this as my chosen method of transport from now on. Thank you very much. You don't want to miss the waterfall hike and tubing from your Colombia itinerary, so save this post and follow for more South America content.
Like and follow for more.